The three of us were just talking literally just before we started about something that keeps coming up. And you know the name or the term, it's ISO 19650. You've probably done some training and now you've got a certificate. But one of the biggest problems is that nobody actually prepares you for how to actually implement it on a real project. And when it comes to a real project, it's completely different because when you land on a live project, nobody's asking you to explain the standard. They're asking exactly what needs to be delivered. Who owns this? And how do we prove that we're creating the right deliverables at the right time?
And that's completely a different skill set because in the classroom, you are learning concepts. But when it comes to a real project, you are making decisions like real ones with real consequence to it.
Yep, exactly. You need to be paying attention to this one because this is where you'll hit the ground running. It's not just about learning what an acronym means, but it's actually about implementing on a real project in real workflows and getting real value for your company.
Right. And if you've never actually built information requirements or EIR and information production requirements, or never put together a real information production plan or a BEP, never ran a verification against actual models, you are going to feel it fast.
Oh, yes. Not because you're not capable, just because nobody gave you the chance to actually practice the workflow before you were dropped into one.
And we hear this from companies constantly. Your software skills are fine. The information workflow, that's what catches people out. It's how it's requested, how it's controlled, how it's accepted. That's what nobody's really teaching.
And that's expensive for you and for the company as well, because instead of contributing from day one, you are still figuring out how the project actually works.
And that's exactly the problem we wanted to solve. Not another theory course, not another lecture, something that actually puts you through the workflow. So when you get to a real project, you've already been there.
So this assignment exists for exactly that reason, to get you there before the project starts. So what does it actually cover?
Great question. Well, you're going to go through the full ISO 19650 workflow end to end. You'll define information production requirements, also known as the EIR, as the appointing party. You'll act as the client, the asset owner. You'll build information production plans, also known as the BIM execution plan or the BEP or the BXP, or a whole bunch of different terms around the world. And the information production schedule, timeline. Essentially, it's the master information delivery plan. It's the delivery plan for all of the teams combined. And that will be as the lead appointed party and also acting as the appointed parties as well. You'll be in that workflow verifying models against actual requirements and take it all the way through to the handover and acceptance, every step, every role.
And you will do everything inside a real project environment. It's not a case study. It's not a slide. You are in Planoly making real decisions, producing real outputs.
So by the end, you have got something to show your employer or hiring manager. It's not just a certificate that says you sat through a course. It's also the practical steps and deep knowledge that proves you know your stuff.
Yep, exactly. You've got a workflow that you've actually run, and that changes how you talk about things in an interview. That changes how you actually deliver on a project, how you show up, how you think about delivery, and everything that you need to bridge the gap between that theory and the practice is right here. 4 assignments, real project environments, real outputs that you can talk about. And the only question is, are you ready? Let's do it.